Sad stories. They're the ones that haunt us, make us cry, and stick with us for years. Take Gwen's death in The Amazing Spider-Man 2, or Uncle Ben's demise in the OG Spider-Man. But why? Why do we willingly put ourselves through heartbreak? And how do the best sad moments in movies strike that perfect balance between sorrow and meaning? Spider-Man movies are filled with moments that hit you like a punch to the gut, whether it's the devastating loss of Gwen Stacy, Uncle Ben's quiet wisdom cut short, or Aunt May's ultimate sacrifice. These stories don't just make us sad, they make us care. When used correctly, it deepens the connection between us and the story. Think of sadness as superglue that binds us to a story's heart. Spider-Man movies are masters of weaving heartbreak into the narrative that feel both inevitable and tears at us in ways that bring greater depth of experience, a personal connection to the story. Let's talk about Gwen's death in The Amazing Spider-Man 2. It's not just a random tragedy, it's a moment loaded with meaning. Peter's desperation to save her, the weight of their love, and the crushing realization that he failed. Every beat of that scene is designed to shatter us. Gwen's death marks the end of Peter's innocence, forcing him to confront the harsh realities of being a hero. It's not just sad, but a significant transformative point in his life, as he talks about in No Way Home. But here's the thing, sadness alone doesn't make a story powerful. It needs to drive the characters forward. Take Uncle Ben's death, for instance. It's more than merely a moment of loss. It's the moment that shapes Peter's path, giving him a sense of duty that defines who he becomes as Spider-Man. Sad moments like these work because they're not just about loss, they're about growth. They force the characters and the audience to wrestle with questions of purpose, sacrifice, and resilience. And that brings us to Aunt May in No Way Home. Her death is more than just a turning point, it's a culmination of Peter's journey. Her final words echo Uncle Ben's, bridging generations of Spider-Man stories and reminding us that true heroism comes at a cost. In this video, we're breaking down how to write a sad story that doesn't make us cry, it makes us feel. From the heartbreaking to the hopeful, we'll explore how Spider-Man's most devastating moments teach us about the power of storytelling. Hopefully you watched our previous episode, How to Write Iconic Lines, because this current episode is on storytelling's emotional core. And then we'll continue this incredible great stories series in our next video, How to Play to the Audience's Emotions, where we learn how to balance joy, suspense, and heartbreak. Double check that you're subscribed and click the bell icon to stay updated. Here we go. What makes a sad story truly unforgettable? It's not just about delivering a tragic moment or making you cry, but rather about building a connection so strong that the loss feels personal. Spider-Man movies excel at this because they make us care about the characters first, ensuring every heartbreak resonates. Let's start with character investment. Gwen Stacy's death in The Amazing Spider-Man 2 isn't devastating because she's a love interest. It's devastating because the movie spends time showing us why she matters to Peter. From their chemistry to their shared dreams, Gwen isn't just someone Peter loves. She's someone we root for. The strength of their relationship amplifies the heartbreak when she falls. Every smile, every laugh, every promise of a future makes her death feel like a loss we're experiencing alongside Peter. Now, let's talk about timing and pacing. Great sad stories don't just spring tragedy on us out of nowhere. They build to it. Gwen Stacy's death is foreshadowed throughout the film, from Captain Stacy's warning to the dangerous life Peter leads as Spider-Man. This foreshadowing creates a sense of dread, making you feel the weight of what's coming long before it happens. By the time Gwen falls, we're not just sad, we're crushed, because we knew it was coming, but we still hoped it wouldn't.
Leave Gwen out of it.
It's like a slow-motion car crash you can't look away from, pulling you deeper into the story. Foreshadowing is a strategic placement that heightens the impact instead of diminishing it, and this is the ultimate beauty of storytelling. Next, let's explore sacrifice. Sad stories make a real impact when the characters we love give everything for the people they care about. Aunt May's death in No Way Home is a perfect example. Her choice to protect Peter, even knowing the risks, isn't just heroic, it's heartbreaking.
Look around you. This is what we do.
Her final words, echoing Uncle Ben's, reminds us that true heroism isn't about saving everyone, it's about standing firm in the face of impossible odds. And it's this sacrifice that pushes Peter to evolve from a neighborhood Spider-Man to the hero the world needs. And then there's Harry Osborn's sacrifice in Spider-Man 3. What a glorious moment that was. Harry's redemption arc is built on years of betrayal, tension, and unresolved pain. When he finally chooses to save Peter, it's more than a mere moment of forgiveness. It's the final chapter of everything their friendship stood for. Indeed, redemption can add powerful layers to the tragedy of loss. Harry's death isn't just sad, it's bittersweet. It reminds us that even in loss, there's room for growth, closure, and love.
You're my friend. Best friend.
And finally, there's relatability. The best sad stories do more than make us cry. They make us think about our own lives. Uncle Ben's death resonates because it's a universal truth. We all carry regrets and wish we could have done more. Gwen's loss reminds us of the fragility of love, while Aunt May's sacrifice teaches us the true meaning of responsibility. What makes these moments so impactful is how they connect to themes we all understand: grief, growth, and resilience. Spider-Man's tragedies aren't just plot points, they're life lessons, woven seamlessly into the fabric of his story. But here's the big question. How do you write a sad story that doesn't just make us cry, but leaves us inspired? What's the secret to writing a sad story that doesn't just leave you in tears, but also gives you something more, something hopeful? Spider-Man's most heartbreaking moments teach us that sadness isn't just about loss. It's about what comes after. It's about transformation, resilience, and the choices that define us. Let's talk about the aftermath. A sad story doesn't end with tragedy. It begins a new chapter. After Gwen's death, Peter's grief isn't the conclusion. It's the driving force behind his eventual return as Spider-Man. The scene where he watches her graduation speech is a reminder of her belief in him, and it's what gives him the strength to keep going. This is a hallmark of great sad stories. They rebuild the characters into something stronger. Gwen's legacy becomes a part of Peter's journey, proving that even in tragedy, there's a path forward. Peter's journey in No Way Home is connected together by loss and growth, threads of grief like Aunt May's death, embedding his resolve into something unbreakable. His choice to erase himself from the world's memory isn't just heartbreaking, it's the final stitch in his transformation. No longer the kid leaning on Tony Stark's tech or others' guidance, he emerges as Spider-Man in his purest form, a hero woven from selflessness and responsibility. And just as Peter's story is sewn into the fabric of heroism, you can weave his legacy into your everyday life with this iconic Spider-Man t-shirt. More than official merchandise, it's a symbol of resilience and sacrifice, crafted to remind you of the heart behind the mask. Whether you're brainstorming ideas, tackling projects, or embracing your inner hero, this classic fit shirt connects you to Spider-Man's enduring inspiration, stitch by stitch. Ready to wear your resolve? Click the link below to claim yours and carry a legacy of courage in every thread. And then there's redemption. Harry Osborn's sacrifice in Spider-Man 3 is a bittersweet resolution to years of conflict. His final moments aren't just about saving Peter, they're about mending a broken friendship. This combination of loss and reconciliation gives the story emotional weight, reminding us that even in tragedy, there's room for healing. Yes, but here's the thing. True sadness doesn't stand alone. It's the beginning of something bigger. It weaves through forgiveness, growth, and hope, creating a path to closure that feels earned, not given.
You're my friend. Best friend.
What Spider-Man's stories teach us is that sadness works best when it's balanced with meaning. The heartbreak isn't just there to make us cry, it's there to make us reflect. To remind us that even in our darkest moments, there's a way forward. But this lesson isn't just for movies, it's for all of us. Whether you're telling a story, navigating challenges, or creating something meaningful, the balance between heartbreak and hope is what leaves a lasting impact. This has been an amazing journey so far through Spider-Man's saddest and most inspiring moments. And the best part is that we're only partway through the Great Stories series. To explore how to balance emotions and storytelling, click on our next episode, How to Play with the Audience's Emotions. Together, we'll uncover how to keep us laughing, crying, and on the edge of our seats.